My husband is blind, and these are 3 things I love about having a blind husband.
And 3 things that I love about having a sighted husband.
Well, the first thing I love about
Perfect
having
timing.
a blind husband is I get a beautifully well-trained guide dog.
Mr. Maple.
It is really a privilege to have such a perfectly trained dog, and we didn't have to do any of the training. He came already with a full instruction manual. There he is.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah,
There,
Mr.
that's
Maple,
nice.
you're a pretty good thing.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you
I've
are.
always wanted dogs and always dreamed of having a pair of golden retrievers. Cover your ears, Maple. But he's better than any dog I could have imagined. And so sweet.
He is so sweet and gentle. I think that a lot of people think he's a golden retriever, actually.
Yeah, we do get those questions.
Because even his trainer at Guide Dogs for the Blind said that if she didn't know that he was a full-blown yellow lab, she would have guessed that he was a golden lab, because they do crossbreed golden retrievers and Labradors at Guide Dogs for the Blind. So he just happens to have some of the facial bone structure. I'm told.
Details.
Yes.
What's one of your favorite things about having a sighted husband?
Okay, so it's my turn. So one of the best things about having a fully sighted husband is that I have a personal driver that takes me anywhere I need to go. Matthew, you don't even understand. Before I met you, I lived with a roommate, but I have also lived alone. And at no point since I was, I guess, in college, have I had somebody who would just drive me around. I had to rely on public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
When you met me and I was living in Vancouver, BC, I was taking the bus everywhere. I knew the bus route so well. I would have to carve out half a day just to do my shopping.
And you could only get enough groceries for like a day or two because
Yes.
you had to be able to carry them back.
Exactly.
In
In
one
one
hand.
hand. Because
Yeah.
one hand had to be on my white cane and the other hand holding the groceries. So one arm.
Crazy.
This arm got real strong. I went grocery shopping daily, and I went to a grocery
Wow.
store nearby. I could walk there. So just walking back and forth. And then if I had to do like Costco or Walmart, 3 bus round trip, you could only bring so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was challenging. That was really challenging.
Wow.
So
And now you have a personal chauffeur who will just take you everywhere.
everywhere. I don't even do Uber because I have my
I mean, you
own
do
Uber
occasionally.
driver here. I've done it a couple of times
Yeah.
when you couldn't take me somewhere.
But most of the time,
Most of the time,
I'm
and you
available.
never complain. You never.
I do complain.
No, you don't.
I do.
No. No, but I do want to say that I sometimes, oddly enough, miss public transportation. And don't tell me that I should go ride the bus because I don't miss it enough to
Yeah, I
go
was
do
gonna
it.
say, if you actually miss it, it's right out there.
There are things. Well, I don't need to do it, but when I did do it, I had so many stories about colorful characters you meet on the bus. It was just funny. So many funny things and interesting things and random things would happen on the city bus. You just overhear conversations.
We need to hear these stories.
Yeah,
we
there
need
was-
to hear these city bus stories.
I think the funniest / not so funny was when a woman got caught in the closing doors and the bus driver then took off and continued to drive.
he didn't realize.
And she was, Matthew, this is so horrible. We only went like maybe 20 feet because she had an umbrella in her hand. She was screaming and whacking the outside of the umbrella and the inside of her arm was flailing on the inside of the bus. And all of us in the bus were screaming to stop. And she was perfectly unharmed and fine. She was just a little frazzled. It was a wild moment. She looked like a pigeon caught in the door.
Okay, number 2, my favorite thing about having a blind husband is you can't really see my blemishes. You know, when I'm not looking my best, you have no clue.
Are
don't
you
notice.
ever not looking your best?
I am often not looking my best.
Well, I didn't know that.
Exactly. My point. Point taken.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I don't ever see those. If you had any blemishes, my goodness. Anytime I try to give Matthew a compliment, however, he will then immediately say,
You're
"Well,
blind."
You're blind.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah,
know?
a compliment from a blind guy? Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do is compliment somebody and then immediately remind them, well, I am blind.
Yeah.
So just take that with a grain of salt. Because I won't see your wrinkles as they develop. I don't ever see blemishes. So that reminds me of something. Somebody once said to me, on the positive side, is that I'll always remember you as young. When we're old
True.
together, I'll always remember your youthful face. And another
I'll
person...
always remember you as old.
Yeah. Why can't you go blind at the same time? Come on. Another person suggested that you do aging makeup so that I could see you as an older person in advance, right?
Couldn't we just use one of those filters?
Oh, that'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just use...
There's a filter for that.
There's a filter for that. No, I want to go to a makeup artist. I want you to sit in that chair for 5 hours, have all that makeup applied.
Oh, no, does not sound like
I'll
fun.
get it done too, and then we'll hit the town together. It'll be a whole thing.
That would be fun.
We'll turn it
for
into
Halloween.
a short. For Halloween. All right.
Okay, what's your second favorite thing about having a fully sighted husband?
My second favorite thing about having a fully sighted husband is that I now have somebody to fill out forms for me.
Oh, this is true.
Oh yeah, because as my sight is gone, those web forms in particular are so difficult.
And physical forms.
I know, I was going to get to that. When we are at a doctor's office, a dentist's office, anywhere where you have an intake form and a clipboard, it's handed immediately to me, and Matthew's hand comes in and takes that clipboard away, and I do not touch pen to paper.
Till it comes time for the signature.
Until I have to sign it.
And you know, finding a signature line block is very challenging for the visually impaired.
Very much so. And I heard something this week about a signature, like a card that
Lock.
like people use to find the signature. I don't know how
So
it
that a
works.
sighted person can put it down.
Right.
And it's got a cutout so
Oh, I
that you
love
just know
that.
that you sign within the cutout.
I need this in my life, and you
And
can
you're
even
going to
hold
carry it
in your-
around with you
Absolutely.
everywhere you go?
Or you can.
No.
Yeah. Come on, Matthew. Yeah. So, but that is a wonderful thing. I do love having
Yeah.
you always there to fill out, and you're fast.
Web forms,
Oh
physical
my God,
forms.
you're so fast, and you never miss anything. So my life before you came along was working through those intake forms so slowly and always missing like 3 or 4 boxes.
Yeah, I could see that. They're hard.
They really are hard.
Even for the fully sighted, it's easy to miss one little box that
Yeah.
you're supposed to check.
Yeah. I think this is an accessibility update that everybody could benefit
So you
from.
want black paper with large
Ooh,
white
that's
printing?
a lot of wasted ink. Really bold headlines and
Yep.
headings and like boxes that are like really sharp, defining.
You designed these for us.
How about you design them? You're the designer.
Okay, the third thing that I love about having a blind husband so much, because it has fulfilled one of my greatest joys in life, is that you're so easy to prank. I mean, I enjoy harmless, fun pranks, but you opened up a world of pranks that was just not possible before.
Yeah. I mean, you have been very creative. Yeah, I think that is something that very unique about our dynamic is that there is a world of possibility in the pranking that just isn't possible with a fully sighted person, and you've had a lot of fun with that. In fact, one of the most frequent comments I think we get is, "Paul, you got to get him back. Paul, you got to get him back." And to be honest,
Paul doesn't have a prank bone in this body.
I think that pranking is sort of an innate thing. I could prank Matthew, but I don't find joy in doing it. It's never been my thing.
It's not in your DNA.
It's not in my DNA. My brother, I had a big brother who passed away last year, and he was my number one pranker as a child.
Well,
he pranked me.
That's it. You have to be a big brother.
Yeah.
I'm a big brother.
That's right. And you've taken that role. And it's funny. That reminds me of something. People ask, obviously, if how I feel about the pranking. And I've mentioned many times that I am really grateful that you can find the fun and the joy in an otherwise unfortunate circumstance of disability and blindness. The fact that we can have fun with it and laugh about it makes me feel so good that, oh God, the disability is bringing some positive stuff. Like, who
And you
would have
enjoy
thought
it? I mean,
who
you
would have
enjoy
thought?
it. You don't get annoyed.
Oh, no,
by the
no.
pranks.
Oh, they're hysterical because I've never been hurt or embarrassed. Those are two really important things.
Because let's just put it out there, you do not want to prank a blind person that you don't know
No.
extremely well.
Yes. Don't do that.
And you don't want to do any pranks that would involve hurt or embarrassment or anything negative like that.
No. You're so good about that. You've never done anything that was publicly embarrassing or caused any pain or discomfort. So
Yeah.
those are really, really important things.
Okay, Paul, what is the third thing you like most about having a fully sighted husband?
So the third thing is really, really, really simple and makes a lot of sense. It's probably my most favorite thing, and it is sighted guide. So
Yeah.
everybody should know this, that in the visually impaired, legally blind community, if you're using visual aids, you really have three options. You have a guide dog, you have a white cane, or you have sighted guide. Literally any human being with sight whose hand or arm you take. The fact that I have somebody who I am in a relationship who's always available to me to go on walks, to travel the world with, and I don't have to bring a cane or Mr. Maple. Maple could come along with us just on his leash as a dog, and he doesn't have to be working. And so there's two really fun things about sighted guide. You're really good at it. You're a fast walker like me. We're brisk pace. I take your arm like I don't hold your hand. I take your arm like this. We become a single human form. And I remember we saw New York City twice together, and we just took the streets as like one person in locked step with each other.
Yeah.
And that was a really fun way to travel. And the other thing I really love about it is you'll read things out to me and describe things around me.
Yeah. It's like a free tour everywhere you go.
How do you?
This is over there. That's over there. This is here. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, well, it was good.
Oh yeah, well, I love when you read out signs to me or business names.
Yeah.
I think there's so many funny like small business names that always tickles me when you read out the names of coffee shops. I just like to know. I love that.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite things about being my sighted guide?
Do
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, most of the time.
That
I
took
mean, it is
way
challenging.
too long.
There are challenges. Those of you out there that are sighted guides, you know there are challenges to maneuvering two people, sometimes two people and a dog, through this. That is a very wide vehicle to maneuver down sidewalks.
Oh, well, like
So,
we do sighted guide at the grocery store, and that's me behind the grocery cart.
Yeah.
You leading the grocery cart, and oftentimes I'll even have Maple beside me. So we have like two humans. I'm 5'11", you're 6'2", 3. A cart, a dog, like that's a
it's
lot.
not
And
height
only
so
one
much as
person.
width.
Wow, what are you trying to say?
From dog all the way across to me. I mean, there's few aisles,
Yeah.
especially when it's busy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's challenging.
If you see us in the grocery store, just get out of the way.
Okay, it is time for our least favorite things.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. We're going to our least favorite things.
Yeah, I want to talk about my least favorite things about having a blind husband.
Ow. Okay, you realize how sensitive your blind husband is, right?
Yeah, I do know this.
Okay.
Tears may be involved.
Okay, I think we should answer this on the extended episode today.
But I'll say my least favorite things about
Oh.
having a blind husband, but you need to
Oh,
talk
oh,
about your least favorite things about having a
100%.
sighted husband.
Okay, I'm
Spill
ready.
The tea.
I'm ready to spill the tea. Okay.
Spill the beans.
I'll go first, you go first. You go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
One of my least favorite things about having a blind husband. If you want to hear the things that we like least, or that I like least about having a blind husband, and that Paul likes least about having a sighted husband, you can go to patreon.com right here, where you can watch all of our extended videos. Or if you're on YouTube, tap right here. It'll take you immediately to our least favorite things.
Matthew, do you think you will be pranking me when we're like 80 years old?
Oh, that would be such good pranks.
Really?
Yeah, because you can do like pranks with walkers.